What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I thought, you know what? Let's post a vlog today. Let's post a vlog. Just, one-on-one communicate with you guys and tell you what's been up with me recently. So first off, I want to tell you guys that I am finally done with school. Okay, maybe not entirely, but I am done with this current semester of college. I did all my final exams, and that's probably why you really haven't seen much videos this week in the first place from me, because that's just due to the fact that, I've been trying to study as hard as I could for these finals. I finally got my grades in, and I passed all my classes, so that is awesome. I am super, especially because of math. Like, I always have had trouble taking math. I've never been an A or B student in math, really, and I at least passed with a C in my math class, and I was just like, oh, thank God. I'm just really glad that I got this math class out of the way, because, as I said before, math is not really my strong suit, and there is still a couple more math classes that I'm going to need to take before I can actually take some of the math classes where it is going to count towards my degree. But, at least I'm not giving up. At least I'm not giving up, Some things you just have to keep on trying your hardest and hardest. I know it sounds cliche, but the more you try, the more you are more likely to succeed, and that is just something that I gotta focus on, especially when it comes to math. So, the next thing that I wanted to discuss with you guys is that I recently just picked up a game that I've been playing for a couple of hours. I'm not too far in, but the game that I got was Kuni. You see that right there? Yeah. So this game is about a boy named Oliver who ends up losing his mother due to a heart attack, and sadly she ends up dying. Now, due to certain situations, Oliver ends up meeting a character named Drippy, which is this character right next to him right here, who basically tells Oliver, we can probably get your mother back. All we have to do is go to my world, and you have to defeat the evil Lord Shada, and then all of a sudden you will have your mother back in no time. There are parallel worlds throughout this game, which is very interesting. Parallel worlds, I love the theory behind that type of stuff, and it's it's very questionable to whether there are parallel worlds or whatnot. But anyway, we have the human world, and then we have Drippy's world, which is, I guess you would call the fairy world. I'm not exactly sure on the exact name. Like I said before, I haven't played too much of the game. As far as where I am in the game right now, I am at where basically you're probably gonna face the second boss within the game. Yeah. This game is very childish, I will admit that. While the beginning might seem dark in a little bit, because Oliver loses his mother at freaking like 5 or 6 years old, that's pretty traumatizing for a child. But, it is a very childish game, very lighthearted. It is rated E for everybody, but, honestly, I really enjoyed this game. I gotta admit, and it's for the fact that Studio Ghibli is actually behind the creation of this movie, and the art style, even though Hayao Miyazaki wasn't directly involved with this project, the art style looks just so beautiful and looks exactly like Hayao Miyazaki. If you just even look at the cover, you can actually see some of Hayao Miyazaki's influence throughout, just by looking at the cover, but just by the game alone, how it looks and everything, it's just so awesome. I'm having a blast playing through this right now, and actually, by the time I actually get done with this vlog, I'm probably going to go ahead and try to get further into the game, because I'm really excited to see what else this game has to offer, because as I said, I have not played the entirety of this game. I've only played a small portion, because this is a JRPG, and JRPGs take forever to complete. And I really don't know why I didn't end up picking up this game any sooner. Maybe it was because of the fact that at first glance, as far as gameplay goes, you're going to be like, whoa, I don't know if I can get into this. This looks very childlike, but probably at first glance, when you see the cutscenes, however, you're going to be like, either, dude, is this a new anime that's coming out, or is this like a film being directed by Hayao Miyazaki himself? Although, like as I said before, Hayao Miyazaki isn't directly involved with this game, but you can see the influence. But that's how I saw it at first glance, and I knew that people were going crazy over this game when it first came out. And I think what really made me go after this game was the fact that just recently Ni no Kuni 2 was announced, and that really piqued my interest to actually see what kind of story Ni no Kuni has in general. And you know, seriously, the animations to this game, the cinematics, they look so good that I kind of want a Ni no Kuni anime. I'm just saying that right now. And if it ever does come out, you can bet your ass I'm gonna make a review on that. Now, also what I want to talk to you guys about was that I just recently finished Season 1 of Haikyuu. And I gotta say, you know, I know a lot of people have been recommending me this series to actually get into so I can review it weekly when the episode's released. And I just gotta say, it's a pretty awesome series so far, I gotta say that much. And you know, the animation is done by Production IG, and Production IG, as we know, does a lot of flashy animation and a lot of very well done animation at that. Attack on Titan, for example, even though it wasn't done by Production IG was still cooperated with Wit Studio, who made Attack on Titan, so technically they did work on that as well. But when it comes to, the thing about Production IG, for me, is that when it comes to Production IG, I think they do a lot better job in terms of the sports anime genre, because compared to the other stuff that Production IG has done, while it is very, very good, and I know they have worked on numerous amounts of anime, I just personally think that they handle sports anime a lot better, and they handle it so well to the point where it's like, you know, I want to actually go out and, you know, do these types of sports or whatever. You know, Kuroko no Basket, I mean, I used to be on a basketball team myself, and when I actually watched Kuroko no Basket, it brought so many memories back to me and whatnot. Of course, you know, anime does have a little bit of you know, supernatural elements to it, especially in the sports genre. Maybe not supernatural, but very unlikely things that can happen in real life. But when it comes to Haikyuu, on the other hand, upon actually researching more on volleyball, Haikyuu actually handles the real-world rules of volleyball really well. And there's also going to be times where you actually think you have a basic ground of knowledge on the sport of volleyball, but at times you are going to be very, very surprised, because there was this one episode in this anime where I had to legit pause the episode because I was like, what? That shouldn't be legal. What kind of rule is that? I never heard about this rule in volleyball. And the rule that I'm obviously talking about is when Hinata's teammate, he plays as the libero, and he's very shorter than Hinata. I'm forgetting his name, but I'm pretty sure you guys will remember who I am talking about. He ends up saving the ball with his feet. I have never heard about this in volleyball, because I thought you, like basketball, for example, and like football, I thought you could only, you know, carry the ball, or either, you know, just carry the ball technically because you're hitting the ball once, but you know, you can only do that with your hands. You know, you shouldn't be able to use any other part of your body, especially kicking the ball, in order to save it. I mean, not even the libero did this, but we also get Tanaka. Tanaka ended up saving the ball with his feet as well in a episode. And I was just very awestruck by that. And when I actually, you know, paused the episode, I had to actually go ahead and see real-world plays of volleyball on YouTube, and also look up the rules that if you can actually use your whole body in volleyball. You can use your shoulder or your leg and whatnot, and I was very surprised that apparently you actually can. Apparently you can. I mean, I've only played volleyball a couple of times at the beach or whatever with some friends and whatnot. I've never been on a team, and that's probably due to the fact that I do not know, but it's just very cool to see that, you know, you might go into this anime with a basic understanding of volleyball, but you might be surprised at how much you don't know of the sport in general. And I just thought that that was very, very intriguing, and I really liked how that plays out because it actually opened up my eyes, you know, to the sport of volleyball. And, you know, when I did this and I actually searched up plays on YouTube of volleyball, professional volleyball, they're cool. They are really, really cool. I mean, I thought basketball was cool and football was cool, but I mean, when it comes to volleyball, how long these players can keep the ball up in the air until one of them actually scores a point, it is just so fun to watch, and that's something that I really enjoyed while watching the series, just discovering new things about the sport. But yeah, definitely Haikyuu is a pretty awesome series so far, and I am really enjoying it. And even the opening endings alone to the series fit the anime really, really well. But my personal favorite would have to be the first opening to the first season of the anime, because it's by Spy Air, and I just love Spy Air because Spy Air has done other songs in the past from other anime and whatnot, and I've researched more stuff they have done before, and I've listened to them, and they are just really, really good, and I personally really like them as a Japanese band and whatnot. But if I would have to say, the most notable moment that I probably really enjoyed from this anime series was probably when they go into the inter-high preliminaries, obviously. But as far as who Hinata versed, it would have to be Kurasuno and Oba Josai, because that took up the majority of the final episodes of the series, and that battle alone was very, very good. It beat out their first opponent, and it beat out their second opponent, in my opinion. Their second opponent, which was Dateko, was a very good arc as well. Just due to the iron wall, whenever and how our players had to overcome the obstacles in order to, you know, technically, literally bust through the wall in order to get their points across and whatnot, which was very cool. But yeah, definitely I would have to say that Oba Josai and Kurasuno was the real spotlight of the anime. And I can't wait to go ahead and catch up to Season 2 of the anime. I'm not going to be able to probably get Episode 11 out really soon because, as I said before, I haven't started Season 2 yet. But if you guys would like for me to review Episode 11, because by the time you are watching this video, Episode 11 has already come out. So if you do want me to review Episode 11, please let me know in the comments down below. Although I'm probably just going to wait until Episode 12 comes out, which will be around next week, because I know for a fact I'll be done catching up with Haikyuu in terms of that, so I'll probably just start up on Episode 12. But if you guys do want to see a review of Episode 11 of Haikyuu Season 2, then let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, that about does it for this vlog, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have played Ni no Kuni before, and what your overall thoughts about Ni no Kuni in general are, and are you excited for Ni no Kuni too? Also, let me know in the comments down below if you think that Season 2 is actually better than Season 1 of Haikyuu, or is it the other way around for you? Do you think that Season 1 of Haikyuu is still better? I mean, I know that you can't probably make a judgment on Haikyuu Season 2 because it's not finished yet, but so far from what you have seen, does Haikyuu Season 2 top Season 1, or does Season 1 still stand out more compared to Haikyuu Season 2? And also, what was your favorite moment from Haikyuu Season 1? My personal opinion, like I said before, I really enjoyed the battle between Kurasuno and Oba Josai. But I also really enjoyed seeing their first loss in the series, how that episode was handled. I mean, anybody who has been on a team and has experienced loss before can really sympathize with these characters, and just the way in general that episode was handled was just done. There was nothing wrong with that episode. It was just done beautifully. It was awesome. But yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a like. And also, if you want to stay up to date to my future content, please hit the red subscribe button below, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Catch you guys next time.